for that leg of the journey.
Okay, Congressman.
The president's doing exactly what he told America he was going to do if he got into office. He needs to lock down that border and get rid of the rewards and incentives. And hallelujah, he's actually doing it. I'm glad he's doing it. And I'm kind of sick and tired of these people on the left saying, oh, this is just, show, and he's just playing to his base. Over the last 2 years, more than 100,000 minors have come across that border. And when you're an unaccompanied minor and you come across that border, guess what? We don't do any vetting to figure out who we're handing you over to. So you got 12-year-old girls coming across that border, and we're handing them off to who knows who.
Yeah, it's
and
terrible.
Why isn't the left just yelling and screaming about the human trafficking and the scourge of drugs? These aren't all people coming to just, make life better for their family. These are people purposely moving kids into America. Some of them are going into gangs. Some of them are going over to perverts. You don't know who they're going into. And it's time that the left actually realize we shouldn't be complicit in allowing this trafficking of children.
It's such an important point, and it's such a real, problem. And just yesterday, they made the announcement that 99 unaccompanied minors that were identified as members of MS-13 were taken into custody, et cetera, by the president, had them arrested. I mean, you really have to be careful in terms of why wouldn't you? I mean, it's not mean-spirited. It's looking for justice and making sure that you do not let people come in, unaccompanied minors, human trafficking, gang or cartel elements coming in here to do wrong.
Well, it just shows that the government isn't doing a good job vetting either.
Right.
And we can't rely on the government for all of that stuff. And I don't think we have proper vetting processes in place because, frankly, Congress won't do its job.
And Congress didn't fund more beds, so you can't just continue to house them. So when you get to the overflow situation, the bad guys know this. They have to just release them, and they go out into who knows where?
God knows, into the ether. Juan.
Well, I do think this is theater. I don't think it's any question.
Theater.
Absolutely theater, but it's theater launched by President Trump at a moment when he is going into chaos at the White House. He's sending off tweets about everything. He's blaming everybody. He blames President Obama. He blames the Mexican government. He blames the left wing. He blames California. In this situation, by the way, Greg, I think it was BuzzFeed or Vice or somebody that first called attention to it. Fox and Friends then picked up on it. BuzzFeed. Thank you, Kennedy. And then Fox and Friends picks up. Then the president sees it, and then he reacts to it, and then blows it way out of proportion.
But that's
because these people were never intended to come across the border, except to possibly apply for what is quite legal, called, guess what, they wanted some kind of asylum. And that's in the American laws.
Not for MS-13 gang members. No asylum for you.
This is all part of the vilification.
It's not vilification. It's part of the fact pattern. You don't want to deal with the facts. And you said the president's squirming at 51%. It's his most, his highest.
51%.
Yes.
His average.
No, you
his
only
average
like to look
is,
at
I think,
polls that favor your
39%
side.
in Real Clear Politics average of polls.
Okay, and how about Rasmussen?
Rasmussen is not even a good poll. It's
Oh.
They were the closest in predicting the election. They were off by 1 point in the election, Juan. Don't spread lies like that.
Oh, don't spread lies.
That's
like,
a lie.
They
were one of the top, probably, I think,
let me
the
just
top
tell you,
poll when it came to the election.
Let me just tell you something. That Rasmussen doesn't